playing against Booker tonight. I mean, he went straight to my move the first time he caught it. So, dude, you're not gonna beat me on my move, man. Like, you know. But I mean, it was great to see. It was absolutely great to see, and because I remember I did the same thing with MJ. I think he's fantastic. I think he has the right attitude. He has the right competitive spirit. I think his footwork's extremely sound. His fundamentals are extremely sound. And now it's just about him figuring out exactly what his game is.
I wanna go far, there's no stopping. I see them watching, I see them hating. One day I swear I'ma be on the station. Mama, I gotta make moves.
I love Devin Booker as a player, but I just have to be honest, man. It's time to start winning. I support Devin Booker wholeheartedly. I've seen him play live. He came to DC last year and played the Wizards. He had a great game. I think he had like 40 points. I've been supporting Devin Booker for the longest. I think statistically, he's going up in almost every category. He's having one of his best years statistically. He's averaging a career high like 7 assists. Devin Booker's a beast, but when is his team going to start winning? Before the season even started, I made a video titled 5 MVP Sleepers, and I had Devin Booker, I believe, at like number 2 or number 1 because I think Devin Booker is that talented. He's been compared to Kobe because of his upbringing. He was the 13th pick and all that stuff, and he's really surprised a lot of people because even though he was the 13th pick out of Kentucky, he's never started a college game, in his life, so he wasn't really projected to probably be this good. But when is he going to start winning? I'm not saying this is Devin Booker, but sometimes I feel like some players, they have something called empty stats where like they fill up all the stat sheet, they have all the points, the assists, all this stuff, but their team, it's not really an impact level where their team can actually feed off it and start winning. I'm not saying Devin Booker has that, but I look at a player like Luka Doncic, and I'm not trying to compare him because Luka's having a magical year, but last year the Mavericks, they sucked, and this year they're 22-24, almost 500 with almost the exact same team plus DeAndre Jordan. So I look at a player like that and his impact as soon as he gets there, and even a player like DAngelo Russell, and I know Devin Booker and DAngelo Russell are close friends, but last year DAngelo Russell was hurt, for the majority of the year, and this year DAngelo Russell has played, a lot of the year. And look at the Nets now. I know some people, they might not be paying attention, but the Brooklyn Nets are actually 6th in the Eastern Conference. DAngelo Russell is having a career year. I mean, multiple 40-point games, 30-point games. I've seen him outdo the Celtics. I just seen him have a, amazing game against the Magic. It's like, at some point, you want your star player that you're paying all this money to finally pay off. And I look at Devin Booker, and I know he's talented, but it's been too many years where it seems like the Suns are back in a tanking session, and they just suck year after year after year. I'm sorry, but Devin Booker's first season, they went 23-59. The next season, they went 24-58. Last year, they went 21-61. And this year, they're on pace to go 18-64, like another trash season. And I don't know if it's just me, but the Suns were a team that I looked at and said, oh my God, they might be on the rise. They got Trevor Ariza, Jamal Crawford, DeAndre Ayton. They got the first pick, Josh Jackson. I said, okay, Devin Booker finally has, a team that he can probably at least compete for the 10th, 9th, or 8th spot in, and I'm looking at them and they have 11 wins, like in 48 games. When is Devin Booker going to seem like he's paying off? Even like a De'Aaron Fox, I mean, I know he's probably not on Devin Booker's status, but he gets to that team, and if you look at the Kings now, they're over 500, they're 24-22, and if they were in the Eastern Conference, they would probably be a playoff team. I mean, at some point, you want your high draft picks to start paying off, and that's why I'm asking the question about Devin Booker. I'm not saying he has the perfect team around him, don't get me wrong, the Suns aren't the perfect team, but you can't just tell me they have trash players. They got Mikal Bridges, they have DeAndre Ayton, they gave him Jamal Crawford, Trevor Ariza. I mean, they switched coaches. They've done everything in their power to kind of build around this guy. They even call Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton the next Kobe and Shaq. So at some point, you want to start seeing it pay off. And the only reason I ask this question is because last night I was watching the Suns and the Timberwolves, and the Suns really had that game in their hands, and they lost. And it's like, damn, the Suns suck again. I don't care how bad the roster is. Usually when you have like a transcendent player like, a LeBron James or James Harden or Kevin Durant, your team doesn't suck that bad. Like even when Kobe lost it all, when he was playing with Smush Parker and Luke Walton and he didn't have a great team, you still saw him in the 8th slot and stuff like that. Even when LeBron had a pretty sorry roster last year, he was still, dominating. James Harden, he hasn't always had the greatest roster. You don't see usually a superstar player at the bottom of the bottom every single year because usually the superstar player, they just won't let it happen. So Devin Booker, that's why I'm asking this question, like, what kind of player is he? Is he a nice stat player? Does he put up great numbers? Is he like ever going to make a difference? Is he a complimentary player? That's why I'm like, what's going on with Devin Booker? It's not a bad thing to be, you know, maybe a co-star. Maybe he needs to be, you know, beside a player like LeBron James or Kevin Durant, or on a team like the Warriors. Maybe he's like more of a Klay Thompson type rather than like a Kobe Bryant type. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just not sure what Devin Booker, what category I put him in, because the Suns, they suck every single year, and you can't tell me at the beginning of the year you looked at that roster and said they were trash. I mean, the Suns had talent, so I'm just not seeing what's happening. This is just a quick video because I'm just looking at, you know, all the young players, and I'm looking at their teams, and I'm seeing progression, like I said, with the Kings, the Mavericks, even the Nets with DAngelo Russell, and then I look at the Suns, and they're pathetic every single year. It's like, at some point, when does it stop? Does he have to get LeBron to come with him to be good? Like, I just don't get it. So, and like I said, statistically, he's out, you know, he's off the charts. 24 points a game, 7 assists. He has a good field goal percentage. He's a great player, but what kind of player is he? He's a superstar, or is he kind of like a co-star? Let me know. That's the video though, guys. Like I said, I don't know what kind of star Devin Booker is. I'm just kind of asking that question. I want you guys, I look at you guys as my family on here, so let me know what you feel. I might get some dislikes because I'm commenting such a fan love player, because people they don't really come for a player like Devin Booker because he's just so under the radar. But at some point, if you're going to be called a star, you got to get that critique. So that's that. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Make sure you guys comment, turn on my post notification. That's a big thing with this channel. Follow my social medias. We're so close to 100K. Do all that great stuff, guys. And until next time, stay tuned.